shot of BBLB.
The big news is yesterday at 1:51, Julio left the house by mutual agreement with Big Brother. We will let you know more about that in the news later on.
Now we've made it to day 6 of Ultimate BB, everybody. So sit back and relax and immerse yourselves in all things Big Brother for the next hour.
On today's show, we have the first evictee of Ultimate Big Brother, the Southlands Best, most misogynistic man in the world. Lock up your daughters. It's John McCririck.
He's looking well, isn't he?
I love him.
Now on Friday, the viewers granted him his wish to be evicted first, and we'll be quizzing him on why he spent 2 of his 3 days in the house in a silent protest. That is, of course, if he'll talk to us.
But as well as the Y-Front King, we've got this little lot for you.
One of the most controversial housemates to enter Celebrity BB. Let's hope he's left the gorilla coat at home. It's Pete Burns.
We'll be getting the lowdown on life after the bed sit with BB5's Marco and Ahmed and BB7's Ashleen.
It's a world exclusive as we follow John, James and Josie on their first date.
Zig and Zag get to grips with the Readinator, a.k.a. Alex Reid.
And chart-topping MC Example will be playing us out with his brand new single.
He entered the house holding up this sign, and after spending a paltry 97 hours serving at Big Brother's pleasure, on Friday he tasted freedom. Here's a recap of John's time in the house.
Big Brother just wanted to find out how you feel being an ultimate housemate.
Horrible. Absolutely hated.
Listen, Walrus Face.
Who the hell are you to talk? Look at you.
I want you to be pleasant to other people.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. You're a decent soft, isn't he? This is British manhood at its best. Don't even ask to speak to me. Don't come to approach me and say this, that and the other. Nothing at all.
All housemates who think John is a nice housemate.
John!
Thank you, Britain! I love you all! Right, guys, you know the drill by now. Before we meet Mutton Chops himself, it's time to welcome rap artist, temporarily turned portrait artist. Example, hello, mate. We've almost finished the series Example. There's a lot of great pictures up on that wall in the gallery. Is there going to be another one by the end of today?
You know it.
It's good news, everybody. Right.
So Friday saw the tightest eviction in Big Brother history, with 50.6% of the vote. The first horse let out of the pasture was John McCririck.
Come on, you sexy beast.
Hello, John.
Listen, I know my people. They didn't let me down. The
now,
great British public, fantastic.
John McCririck, you are. Listen, John McCririck's a record breaker, everybody.
Yes.
The record breaker. You're the first ever male housemate to get booted out first.
No.
How about that?
Oh,
usually a lady.
Fantastic. And the first housemate ever to be voted out and nominated by the housemates. Isn't it wonderful? People hate me, people loathe me. This is the proof, it's wonderful.
Now, you told Davina you'd placed the bet on yourself to come
I
out
did.
first week. How much did you put on?
Well, it was a handy amount I needed because Endemol are so mean.
Yes.
Big Brother pays, as you well know,
Yes, no, indeed,
pays absolutely
indeed.
nothing.
Pittance.
I want to complain to them the miserly money they give, so I had to top it up.
How much did you bet?
A carpet 3-1. I got a fair sum.
How much did you bet?
Fair sum. I
Come on.
could afford a night with Emma on that for the money that I won.
Do you promise?
Oh, I
Some
do
kind
know.
of indecent
I've seen the
proposal.
size of his cigar.
Okay. That's not a euphemism for anything. He generally smokes cigars.
Now, the public answered your pleas by
They did,
getting
they're
you out
wonderful.
first. So
Aren't
would you
they
like
wonderful?
a little message
Oh,
to give
thank
to
you.
them?
I am so grateful. Thank you very much indeed. I know you so well. Winding up the housemates was easy. I knew you wouldn't let me down. You didn't. I'm here. I won.
That'll
I
do.
beat
Little message.
Do
BB.
you want to
Little
know what the
message
crowd
you
thought
said,
of you on Friday?
They booed. Wonderful, wasn't
Come
it?
on, let's have a look,
Come on,
John,
let's have a look. Let's have a look. Come on.
Yeah, I'm happy John went. He's quite a rude housemate.
He just didn't really appeal to the public. He's putting on big act. Disgusting old man. Picking his nose. Yeah, walking around in those horrible pants. Yeah, everything.
We liked John. He was like,
He was like really, he was really annoying, but he was quite entertaining.
He just says anything. He doesn't care what he says. He doesn't care what it sounds like. He doesn't care what other people think. But I think it's all an act, and he's really, really good at it.
That is, I love
John.
Davina, but Davina, why do you say this to you?
Because-
The girl who said he's a dirty old man, well, I agree with
He
some
was
of them.
bang on. No, but John, surely you did exactly the same thing when you were a celeb. You were moaning about Diet Coke.
Exactly.
You were moaning about being in the house. You're wearing your wire fronts all the time.
Well, I do normally. What's wrong with it? If you,
that-
had,
is that-
if you had the equipment that I've got, George, you'll be able to do it.
Well, I've heard about your big cigar, actually, John. Yeah.
So did you really only do it for the money, John?
Entirely.
Really?
No other reason. Who would go in that place with those ghastly people I have nothing in common with? They bore me. What would I do it for? Only for the money, to get out. It's the biggest pay time I've had for 3 days working my life.
What
Wonderful.
would you do, John? What would you have done on Friday
Oh,
night?
well, it wasn't-
It's all about a pound note,
It
John.
was inconceivable. I knew I was going.
What would
so I
you-
didn't even thought about it. It was inconceivable.
I'd have loved to have seen you win that, John.
Oh, no, listen, you
No,
are a wicked
seriously,
woman.
I would
no,
have
you are.
loved
There's
it.
a streak of evil in you. No, there is.
John, how difficult was it being nice to everybody?
Very hard.
Really?
There's people I've no time with. They're pretty boring people, but they are nice. That's the trouble. They're nice people.
Right.
It's hard to be.
You
nasty
felt
to
that you
them.
felt the tree double crossed you a little bit there.
I mean,
didn't you?
totally. If you fulfil the task, and then they say, no, you've got to do more, that is totally against all the Big Brother rules and everything.
But
if you
Big
pass
Brother
the
met his
task,
match with you,
You
John.
did, yes. Because all I could have left, because I said to them beforehand, give me the Diet Cokes, I don't want the silences and all that, but that's all, let's forget about it. But when Big Brother betrayed and reneged on their deal...
You went back to the
what
silent
else
treatment.
What else could I do?
What else could you
Your
backed
silent,
into a corner?
Your silent
Exactly.
protest continued though right up until you
Yeah,
left. Did you
but-
not want to say goodbye to anyone?
No, because what I'd said is, first of all, I want to be nominated, and I also want the public to have a vote. So I was nominated, but I didn't know what was going on out here, so I wouldn't speak until both those had been fulfilled.
What about Chantal? You could have said goodbye to her because you upset her
I
a
was
little
wrong.
bit, John.
No, seriously. Let's be a serious point. I was wrong because her emotions, what a bit she'd been through. She was terrific with Preston. How many people, after 4 years being divorced, are nasty, spiteful, biting at each other? They were very, very good. And I didn't sort of accept or take in what they'd been through. And I was joking and laughing. We'd go back to Morocco where they had their honeymoon night in the bed, and we'd have a wonderful time as long as I can watch it. And it was wrong to do that. You're playing with people, and I fully accept it, and I apologise.
He's a nice guy after
Oh,
all.
no!
There
Don't
is
you
a
start,
start.
don't you start, Lamb! Don't you start! Anyone says he's got a heart of gold, oh God, I'll get angry!
You have, John.
I have not!
You've
Don't you! No, listen here, Willis!
What about Josie? You quite liked her,
Oh,
didn't
she
you?
is.
Ruby Mark
Bristol
too.
is fantastic. Do you know they had the task, the pantomime horse? Do you remember the task?
Yeah.
And that Andrew said I was a prick. Well, he's right there, but the only thing he's right about. But the great Bristol said, "Oh no, I'd like to horseplay around with him."
Do you
Isn't she
know
wonderful?
John James has John James has proposed to her?
Well, it cannot last, but isn't it the greatest moment, I think, in all Big Brothers, when that wonderful girl from Bristol said, "Someone loves me."
No.
Nobody ever done before.
No, that
She
wasn't
was-
the greatest moment. That
It
wasn't
was-
the
it
greatest
was.
moment. The greatest moment was
you in your pants.
in the house in your pants. Have a look
I
at
love
that.
it, John.
In a world. In a house. Lies a terror beyond all imagination. One man's Y-fronts. Another man's fear.
I'm traumatized.
Pants. Rated PG. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
I just got to apologise. A little profanity crept out of John's mouth. But John, I want to ask you about the reintroduction of the bed sit. What do you think of that?
I'm boring.
Yeah?
Really?
Not
Watch it.
interested.
No, not interested.
Did you like it the first time?
Not
round?
interested.
Get him in the house. Get him in the house. They have to go now.
Okay, and who do you think has the potential to win Ultimate
Well,
Big Brother?
obviously Brian, clear favourite. The other one could be Ulrika, who'll come on stronger later, but she's so scrawny. I'm really worried about her health, seriously.
Right, okay.
Ulrika will lose so much weight, but she's a nice kid, intelligent.
You look like
So
you've
between
dropped a
her
bit
and
of timber
Brian-
recently, John.
Well, I'm sort of being in that place and worried about it and hating it so much. When you hate something so passionately and you're determined to get your plan to get out, that's what I did. You know, I'm the only person who's been a housemate, who's been on BBLB, thank the BLBL, whatever you're called. I've been fronted Big Mouth, and I've done Celebrity Hijack.
Let's
No
high
one
five
has
that.
done all four.
John McCruick, everybody. John McCruick, beautiful man.
Have a date tonight,
Let's have a
woman.
look at this
Okay.
picture example. Let's see. Look at that.
Oh,
Look at that.
I'm terrific.
John, you're going to be back with us
Terrific,
later, aren't you,
yeah.
to give us some current odds on the happenings in the house.
miss
But
that.
brilliant, John McCruick.
No.
Right,
Don't you start.
everybody. Join us
Bastard, I'm
after the
horrible.
break when we'll have more on Coolio's departure and we'll find out what happened when our Randy Mayor Josie went on her first date with John James. Do not go anywhere. Hello and welcome back to BB&B. It's 12:18 and you join me in the gallery. As you can see, Examples just knocked up a brilliant picture of John McCrook, everybody. I'd argue, apart from Keith Lemon, who's actually a professional artist, I'd argue that's the best one on the wall, guys. Now, yesterday, Coolio left the Big Brother house. Here to tell us all about it, it's Emma with a jam-packed BBLB news.
At 11:09 yesterday morning, the mother of all arguments kicked off between Coolio and Nadia. What started as a prank quickly escalated into something a lot more serious.
What is wrong with this stupid, sad little man? Get a grip. You're a father. Be example of your family. Do you know what? I want them all for that now. I want them all there, you of a man.
But then if you want them there, you must put them there yourself. I'm just making a joke.
Here, look. I spit on it, look. That's all yours now. That's all yours. Look. An old man, father. Seriously, what has become of our generation?
So at 1:51 p.m, Big Brother and Coolio came to the mutual agreement that he should leave the house.
I don't want there to be tension or the atmosphere of the house to be volatile because of me, because, you know, we're all here to do a job, as is Big Brother and Big Brother staff. So therefore, you know, with or without me, the show must go on.
Coolio, would you like to leave the Big Brother house?
Just open one of these doors, bro, and let me out.
The door to your right will be opened.
So after her tough morning, Victor and Michelle decided Nadia needed a little cheering up. Cue a very hunky ex-housemate.
Ah! Are you serious?
Are you okay?
Hi, how are you? Hi, Big
Hello,
Brother.
Nadia.
Hi.
Today you get your very own slave. You can do whatever you want with him, within reason.
Within reason. You've been warned. I've been warned. Okay. Now let's warm you up a little bit. Let's do some push-ups a little bit.
Oh, right, okay. Can I lie under him?
No, you can.
And look who's with me now. It's only Sexy Stuart, everybody! Woo!
Wow.
So, Stu, what was it like going back in after all this time?
Really strange. Yeah, really strange. But the mood when I went in, because of what's happened with Coolio, everyone was just out of it, I guess. And obviously massaging Nadia was a bit of an experience.
Bit of a strange one.
Bit of an experience, yeah.
What was it like having Nadia as your master?
To be honest, she was still really down from Coolio, so she's kind of quiet. It's really Brian took over.
Right, okay.
Brian sort of, I think Brian wanted me to be his slave more.
Yeah, you got a little bit more than you bargained for though, didn't you?
A little bit, yeah. Top off and then,
a little bit of slippage.
Bit of a boob out in my face, accidentally on purpose. Yeah.
Aye. Who would you like to see win?
After going in, I've completely changed. I think either Brian or Preston. So
Who was it before?
Before I went in, I kind of wanted like one of the bigger characters to win, so maybe Nadia or Nikki or someone like that. But now, the Brian, without Brian, it'd die. Yeah.
Okay, Stuart, thank you very much.
Cheers.
He's looking dashing today, isn't he? At 10:21 last night, a game of Guess the Housemate took place, but little did the housemates realise that they were being watched.
It's me. My nerves. Aggressive, confrontational.
Coolio.
Gangster.
Coolio. Victor.
Yes!
I haven't said a bad thing about Brian all day, have I? So be honest.
No, you haven't.
I cannot wait for them to go into the house. That's it for the news. Don't forget to head to the website to find out how Victor and Michelle are getting on. Now, though, it's over to George, who's with some very familiar faces.
I'll tell you what, it's lovely out here. Now, Victor and Michelle will soon be going into the real Big Brother house, but how will a jungle cat survive being cooped up with a lip gloss bitch? Here to tell us all about it, BB5's Marco and Armit and BB7's Ashley! Check yourself. I was going to say a lady who knows all about living in a secret room, but I just left it at Ashleen. How are we going? You all right?
Yeah,
you good?
Yeah.
Nice to see you. Marco, how do you think the lip gloss ladies are going to be back together again?
Well, I actually bought a remnant from Fight Night. This is actually
Have you kept
Emma's
that in
hat.
your house?
I have. This is
Wow.
actually Emma's hat from
It's
Fight
probably
Night.
worth a few quid.
Well, yeah, might be. eBay.
Do you think are the lip gloss bitches back on then, do we think?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see him back in, but it's been 6 years, so much has changed. Who knows what's going to happen with the dynamic?
What do you think about having the bed sit back in there? Because obviously the last time we had a bed sit in the house, it was fairly explosive.
So I don't think it's going to be so explosive because last time we had 2 girls who were evicted into the bed sit.
Right.
And, when they came
Slightly
back...
different
and
setup,
and they watched people
basically.
slagging them off for 24 hours a day,
Yeah.
7 days, 3 or 4 days they were in there. And, they're not actually part of the game yet, so I don't think when they come back it's going to be
They're not going to have too much
No, yeah.
kind of ulterior stuff going on. Ashleen, what's it like going into a house when all of a sudden they know you've been living just next door?
It's very powerful. Because you're in a position of power because they don't know whether you know what they've been doing and stuff like that. So you're on top. You come in and you're kind
Right,
of
because
like.
I tell you what, it seems like they're enjoying their power a little bit.
Yeah, but
Victor and Michelle.
they get to do fun things and like get evil clowns going and stuff. I wish I could have
Let's
done that.
you know what? Let's have a look at the evil clown going in.
Which housemate would you like to receive the Mr. Snuggles treatment?
Nikki.
Nikki, enjoy.
What? No, God. I'm so scared.
I have no guilt whatsoever. My conscience is clean.
What are you doing?
Isn't that Coolio's jacket?
Oh, yeah.
He'll be like, I'm a pimp.
Big Brother would like you to choose 2 housemates to enjoy disco in the small task room.
Here we go!
Womanizer, you're a womanizer. You're a womanizer, oh, womanizer, oh, you're a womanizer, baby.
Ahmed, did they play the pranks on the right people, do you think?
No, it should have been Ulrika because she's boring.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
You think
She's not doing
Ulrika's
anything.
boring?
Absolutely, she's boring.
Right, okay. What would you have done to Ulrika?
Maybe the same thing. And in that case, instead of going next to her, close to her, just keeping away from her and then well...
That's a good idea.
Yeah. But I'm saying... no, I'm saying scaring her, sorry.
Right, scaring. She
her,
was
yeah.
pretty scared of the clown, though.
Yeah, she was petrified.
Marco, how do you think Nadia's going to cope living with Victor again? How's that going to work out?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think, it has been a long time, so I think the waters have settled a little bit. And actually, I think...
I don't think so. It might come back.
I think that because they're in there together and because they are from Big Brother 5 and we all have that bond, that perhaps there'll be a little group that forms between the 3 of them.
Right, OK.
So I have to see.
And what about, obviously, 2 big alpha males, Coolio and John, coming out the house? Do you think Victor's going to be bossing it in there now, Ashleen?
He'll try, but I think Nadia's the boss of that house.
Yeah?
What she says goes.
Yeah, you wouldn't get on the wrong side of her, would you, really?
No, well, I'd be all right, but someone else might not want to.
Well, it's a shame that Coolio's gone.
Who do you think's going to get on really well? If Michelle and Victor go in there now, they're going to be getting on really well in particular with anybody, or?
Michelle will get on with everyone because she's such a sweet girl. I met her loads.
Victor clashes a little bit, though, just kind of instinctively.
Makes it fun. I want him to clash with people. I hope he clashes with everyone.
Yeah?
It'd be hilarious.
Who would you like to see win Ultimate?
I want Chantal to win myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Has it been interesting watching that whole thing play out with her?
Yeah, and I feel so sorry for her as a woman. My heart goes out to her. Do you know what I mean? It's a really sticky situation for her to be in, and I think she still loves him. She clearly
still loves him.
Feelings, yeah.
Marco, very quickly, who do you want to see win, mate?
It's got to be Nadia for me,
Yeah?
of course, yeah. Not sure it's going to happen, but...
Keep it in the crew.
Yeah, I've got my fingers crossed.
Ahmed, who would you like to see
For
win?
me, it must be Victor or Nikki.
Victor or
I love
Nikki.
them, yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Well, listen, thank you very much for that. Give them a big
You're
round of
welcome.
applause, everybody. Right, time now to head over to the workshop where Zig and Zag are joined by the reader.
The one and only undefeated current husband of Katie Price, Alex Reid! Rocky! Hello, Mr. Reid.
Hello, Zig and Zag. How you doing?
Not too bad, matey. Now, I've got to ask you, what was more scarier? Facing going into a cage fight for a smackdown with Tom Kong Watson, or entering the celebrity Big Brother house to face the holy wrath of Stephen Baldwin?
Well, that's a no-brainer. What do you reckon?
I'd say Baldwin.
Yeah.
All day long.
Scary.
All day.
Terrifying.
Tell me about it.
That's a beautiful thought.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
Now look, you were in the house with lots of famous types, right? Who did you like? Who didn't you like?
Who didn't like?
Well, the sort of character I am, I'm never going to say anything nasty about anybody,
Right.
so it's not going to be salacious.
Come on.
Right, come on, just tell us who'd you like, who didn't you like? No one's watching.
Come on then, Vinny, let's have it! Come on!
Bring it on.
No, I actually love Vinny.
You'd got on well with Vinny,
Love,
didn't you?
hate. Love, hate.
Oh, love, hate.
He
I
was
know
a
what you mean.
cheeky monkey. But
He was a
yeah.
cheeky monkey.
Alex.
It's not noble, is he? He's not humble.
If I want you out of this house, Alex, I can do it in 2 seconds.
He's not humble, is he?
I think I might become the new people's champion, mate.
Come here. Did you ever hear of Anna Trump?
Now, I wasn't going to say this. I went to the toilet one day and she went in straight after me. And she come out and got the blame. And everyone's going, Barnes.
What?
And I was like, I didn't own up to it. So.
Hey, Alex, did you feel any posher after spending 3 weeks in a house with Stephanie Beecham?
She's posh.
Yeah,
She's
oh,
very
yes.
posh.
Very posh.
Yes.
You know what? She does actually bring out that side in one, yes.
Oh,
yes, of course. You
Now-
know, you airs and grace and all that. You have to,
You have to, yes,
talk
I
like
know.
your darling. so,
Darling, yes, darling.
Of course.
Oh, it's certainly rubbed off on you. I
It's
suppose.
not becoming of a gentleman to trump in a house like that.
In one's abode.
No, absolutely.
Now, what's it like being married to the legendary Jordan?
AKA Katie Price.
Yep, AKA the Boobinator.
Who?
Come on.
Right.
What's it like going?
Look, listen,
Come on.
she might be Katie Price when
Yeah.
she's on the show
Yeah.
by herself, but when I'm here, what's her name?
What?
Look.
Jordan.
No.
Katie Reed.
Yeah!
Right.
Know your place, ladies. Hey, how did your missus feel, right? When you left the house
Fantastic.
and everybody liked you more than her. Right, you went in, they booed you, and you came out and they loved you.
Yeah.
Do you put me on the spot there.
Yeah, come on, let's
well,
hear
let's
it.
think about that one.
No time to
No,
think.
I
Let's
went
go.
in, I
Close
mean,
up on 12.
They voted
Get right
me
in there. He's
because of who
sweating.
I am, not because I'm married to her.
Yes,
so-
of course.
And I have my own identity. I was doing my stuff way before. I mean, doing
That's
my
right,
fighting.
you're fighting, of course.
And but it's
You
nice.
had boobs way before she had boobs.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
But it was nice to
Yeah.
have a bit of recognition. And even now, I walk down the street and, Alex, well done for winning Big Brother.
Oh,
And
yeah, Alex, yeah,
I mean, I do read.
Yeah, no, that's if they're on the other side of the road, it'd be that kind of.
Now look, Alex, how come the sparks didn't fly? Because we were expecting this when you went into the house with your missus's ex, Dane Bowers.
Oh, yeah.
We thought there was going to be a bit of. Oh, come on, you bring it on.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on. I mean,
Come on.
I know Dane's done some karate and he's a cool cat.
Yeah.
But I'm a professional fighter.
You are.
And I'm currently active. It was not really fair. It's like a.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
come
would
on.
have squashed him like a little fly. You would have made him cry. And it's the flippin' Reednator, everyone!
Oh, cheers, boys. Right, after the break, the ever-outspoken Pete Burns will be telling us about watching Chantal and Preston a second time round, and John James gets his hands on a right randy mare. See you in 4. Welcome back to BBLB. With me now is a man who spent 23 days in the house during Celebrity Big Brother 4 and managed to cause conflict, crying and controversy. It's the fabulous Pete Burns!
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I've been busy recording a new single called Never Marry an Icon that's available on iTunes.
Right, is it available now?
Yeah, it's
Fabulous.
available now.
Yeah.
And I'm also recording new material. I'm going back to music.
Wicked.
Not concentrating on TV so much. And I'm very surprised they didn't ask me back in here.
Now, see, this is my first question, Pete. This is Ultimate Big Brother, and
Yeah.
you are one of the best housemates that we've ever seen
I know.
in there. So why aren't you in there?
I don't know, they didn't ask me.
They didn't at all?
They didn't even ask me to do Big Mouth. Is it Big Mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would you have gone in if they had have asked you?
definitely.
Really?
Definitely.
Oh, and what would you have brought this time if you'd have gone in?
Well, I think I'm different now. The first time I'd never seen the show.
Oh, right, OK, so it was totally new to you.
Totally new to me, and
I wanted to be out after a week and just get the fee.
Yeah.
I was homesick and missed my husband.
Yeah.
And I ended up staying in for 3 weeks.
And do you think you'd have handled it better this time?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think of the housemates that are in there? What do you think of the group that they've picked?
Well, I can't say that I like me cosy.
Right. Do you think you'd have had a bit of friction with her? had you
Yeah,
have
definitely. I love Nadia.
She's brilliant, isn't she?
And I love, Brian
Brian Dowling.
Dowling, yeah. And I love Chantel.
Okay, who's your favourite out of all of them?
Actually, Nadia.
Gotta love a bit of Nadia. She kind of says it like it is, doesn't she?
And she's
not
very
really
calm,
scared of,
very calm.
anyone, and she kind of very calm.
And she's got a great sense of
Sometimes.
humour.
Yes, she has. If you'd have been in there, who do you think would have received your famous tongue lashing?
Mucosi.
Definitely.
Yeah, I saw her last night and couldn't stand her.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it about Mucosi?
Oh, she talks about herself in the third person. She wouldn't put a microphone on.
And Nadia told her off for
And
that.
she's complaining about her clothes and stuff like that. And it's one of those situations you go into and you don't complain, you just get on with it.
No, you're on Big Brother. You've
Yeah.
kind of, you know what you're signing up for. So
Well, obviously
why
those
have a
people
moan?
have watched it before, so they know what they're signing up for, so there
Yeah.
should be no surprises.
Now we've got to talk about Chantal and Preston.
Yeah.
You were there the first time around when
Yeah.
they got together. What was it like watching them back then?
Well, I thought it was really set up
Did you?
the first time.
Right.
Like a hello romance. But
Okay.
obviously it got serious, and I think the media pressure put strain
Right.
on the marriage.
Did you
And
notice a connection in the house though?
It was gradual.
Right.
It was gradual. But I didn't really like Chantal at the time because I thought she was quite thick, but she's grown up so much.
Yeah.
She's grown up so much. She's a real woman now.
Yeah.
And she still carries the torch
She does,
for
doesn't
Preston. Yeah, and I think they get back together. I hope they do. I'm quite involved.
Save
I'm
this,
quite
Preston,
involved in the
Preston, save
romance.
this
I
beat.
really
I know, it's
hope
fabulous,
they get
isn't
back together. And by the way,
She's made that-
by the
go
way,
on.
I've just had a cosmetic face peel, so my makeup's falling off.
Don't worry, Pete. We're talking about Chantal and Preston. She's made no secrets of her feelings for Preston, but
None
she
at
still
all.
has them.
But she's very mature.
Yeah, exactly. Let's take a look at how things are going.
Who is it? It's Preston. Do you know what tomorrow is?
What is it? Your wedding.
Our wedding anniversary.
These two, 4 years ago tonight, imagine the passion.
You're the only one who really knew me at all. So take a look at
I don't know how to get upstairs. Oh, yeah, just pull back like those memories for me.
It was really lovely, man. There he was.
against all odds. It's the chance I've got to take.
And just being in here has reminded me of like why I thought she was cool.
And I still do love him. Like, do you know what? To be honest, I think I always will.
Best VT in the world ever?
Okay,
I mean, how
yeah.
amazing is that?
That's great, yeah.
But who in their right mind would really go back in a house with their ex-husband if they were still in love with them? I mean, I kind
Why
of...
not?
Do you think she's hoping that something will happen?
Yeah.
What do you think the chances are?
I think they're good.
Do you really?
Yeah. Slowly.
You're really giving me hope here, mate.
Slowly, but I think it's good. I think he still loves her too.
Oh, I hope they do get back together. We've been running a poll on the website and 69% of people think they will get back together. So I'm hoping that you are right and that they are right.
I think they'll get back together.
If you
A
would-
courtship first.
In the house? and
No,
then
outside the house, a
Outside the house,
courtship,
so you don't think
yeah.
anything will happen whilst they're still in there?
Maybe a bit.
Okay. If you were going to write a song about their romance and their love, what would you call it?
Oh, back together again.
Yay! I hope it happens. You've got me all excited now, Pete. Pete, thank you so much. It was lovely to
Okay,
see
you're
you
welcome.
today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You can wait if you want.
Wait for what?
I've just got to do a little read. Okay. Time now for a world exclusive as Josie gives John James a taste of West Country living as they embark on their first ever real date.
I thought she was sweet for walking.
Yeah, she was, wasn't she? She
Yeah.
got to get back to the love of her life. This is what they did yesterday.
Hi BBLB, this is mine and John James's first date since leaving the Big Brother house, and I'm about to give him a little bit of a taste of the country life. You can take the blindfold off now, John.
Where are we?
Kentish Town City Farm to see some animals. Is she around anywhere then, John?
Yeah, not as randy as you, but...
Oh, right, okay. I like Josie Doolittle. Oi! You! That's me and you in the Big Brother house.
Do you want a duvet? Josie's pig impression. That's me trying to escape through the fire exit.
There's Teresa, Graham, Rupert, Henry.
Karen.
John, I want you to try this traditional West Country fare. This is a pasty. Go away! Go back to Australia! You've just ruined our date. That was a nice picnic.
That was good, wasn't it?
And last of all, John, I'm going to give you a taste of some traditional West Country music.
I've got a brand new combine harvester. I'll give you the key. Come on now, let's get together. Perfect harmony. I got 20 acres and you got 43. Well, I've got a brand new combine harvester. I'll give you the key. Name's that
Emma's been trying to cheat, everybody. Emma's been trying to cheat.
Don't you ruin my
You saw that,
reputation.
didn't you? Polly and John saw that. Just so it's Pete Burns is looking well. Big shout to Pete Burns. Right, now throughout BB11, Emma hammered the opposition in the quiz, taking the series 7-3. She was hungry for a new challenge, so the team here have worked around the clock, haven't you guys? They've come up with something absolutely brand new. It's exciting, it's cutting edge. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you... You're absolutely right. They've slipped ultimates in the title, yeah? Other than that, no change, everybody, no change. Taking on Emma this week, it's our evictee, John, and mirror journalist, baby super brain, Polly Hunter.
Polly! She's carrying our team.
I'm really worried.
It's going to be tough, Emma.
Really
It's going to
worried.
be tough.
Really
Round
worried.
one this week is who... Guys, listen up, OK? It's called Who Do You Do, OK? In a moment, 3 ex-housemates from BB11 will appear on the screen and each will quote a classic line from Big Brother history. All you guys have to do is write down who they're impersonating and in which series they appeared. Can you get your pen and paper up? OK, fantastic. OK, guys, let's see the housemates. Let's see the housemates. Here we go.
Daddy's back.
You better know yourself if you're talking about me, little girl.
I'm just dipping this custard cream into this hot, juicy tea.
Because you can, guys.
Oh, I missed the last
Okay.
one. Oh, I
I've just-
wasn't even listening.
Well, I'm afraid it was something about custard creams. It's custard
What?
creams.
Did you hear the last one?
I'm just dipping this custard cream into this juicy tea, was the quote. Who said it in which series? I'm afraid your time's up, guys. They've not done very well. They've not done very well.
Shut up. I've spelled a name wrong.
I'm going to tell you the answers. You put your pens down, girls. Put your pens down. I'll tell you the answers. Number one was Isaac from Series 10.
Polly, my star.
Ashleen from Series
Ashley
7.
Pope, fantastic.
And Mario from Series 9. Turn your cards down. Let's see what they got right. BB10, you get nothing for that. Ashleen, BB7. 10 and 7. Isaac and Ashleen. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Yes! Emma, you got one.
My heroine, my woman.
John and Polly, you lucky lady. Huh? You
Fantastic.
lucky lady. Right, who's ready for round 2?
Me! Bring it!
It's called...
Yeah!
Shush. It's called Hands on Housemate. Inside the box over there, a former housemate lurks. All you guys have to do is identify them through touch alone. After you've both had a grope, I'll give you 3 options as to who it is. You'll then have to decide by writing down your answer. Do you understand?
again.
Yeah, so just leave one piece of paper out there. OK. Housemate in the box, please, can you reveal yourself to the camera? Oh. John? John, of course it's going to be Polly. Unfortunately, you can't be trusted because you're a bit pervy, all right?
Only a bit.
Emma, you're up first.
What
Emma,
do
you're
I
up
do?
first.
Go
You just
back
go and
here?
put your hand... No, stay round the back. Stay round the back. Look
cheating.
at her.
What's cheating?
Yes, show.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Insurance inquiry,
Come on,
she
5
cheated.
seconds. 5 seconds. 5
What am I
seconds. So put your hands in. You know how it works.
Okay, they're in.
You've not been watching the show this week, babe?
There's no one there. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Right, come back round here. Time's up.
I know
Time's
who
up.
that is.
Polly, get yourself round there, girl. 5 seconds. Put your hands in. Reach right through, Polly. Polly's only got short arms, unfortunately. She can't really get to grips there. Polly, you feel it?
Low, Polly, low.
Could you feel it, Polly? Right, I'll give you 3 options as to who it might be, guys. Is it number 1, BB8's Carol? Is it number 2, BB6's Mary? Or Big Brother 7's Leah? What do we reckon, girls? What do we reckon? Here we go. They've written their answers down. Please reveal your answers. I've got Carol.
Oh, I've spelled her name wrong.
And Leah. Oh, lordy lord, what does it mean? We're into a tie-break. You got it right, Emma. I'll ask you one very quick question. How about that, girls? Yeah? Right, buzz in. What is the combined age of the 10 housemates just currently in the ultimate Big Brother house?
Is it nearest answer?
Yeah, of course.
Yes,
I wasn't
I was
expecting you to
gonna
get it on the... No, you have to be exactly
Go on
precise.
then, pick, Polly. What are you going to say?
115.
I'm going to say 300.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, clearly not top match group at school. Emma, unfortunately, wins. What a night. There you go again. Well done. Right.
Polly failed me.
Still to
She
come.
let me down.
Yeah, she let us all down. Still to come. Polly will be talking about her 11-year obsession with Big Brother. An example will be playing live. We'll see you after the break.
Welcome back to BBLB. The time is 12:52. Time now for our final guest. She has been hooked on Big Brother since the very beginning, and just the thought of it finishing brings her out in a cold sweat. It's Mirror journalist and Big Brother superfan, Polly Hudson. No, but we're like that together. Maybe we should go out for dinner and talk about
And
Big
just
Brother.
talk about nothing
and be
but Big
really
Brother.
Sad.
Oh, I'd love it.
Right, we're 6 days into Ultimate.
Yeah.
Is it as you would imagined it would be? There's been quite a lot of drama so far.
It's exceeded all my expectations, and that is no mean feat because I wanted it to go out with the bang it deserves, and everyone I want to be in there is in there or about to come in there from a bed sit, and just so much has happened.
I'm so excited about that.
Oh, and I really want Chantal and Preston to get remarried at the final live.
I
But
know. Can we make that happen, please?
Can't you force them?
Make
Make it a task or something.
I know. Now, Big Brother's had its share of detractors over the years. So do you think that Ultimate will manage to convince the critics?
Probably not, but in a way I like that because that's what I've always enjoyed about Big Brother. The people that don't like it and say they don't watch it want to talk about it much more than the people who are fans. So it's always been something that divided the nation, but even if you've got no idea about it, you've still got a complete opinion about it and what happened last night and who said what and la 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 la. So I don't think it will change anyone's mind, but I hate it when people are snobby about Big Brother.
I know, because it's brilliant, isn't it?
Exactly, and
People really
groundbreaking.
get up on their high horse about it. What kind of feedback have you had from readers?
I think they're liking it. I really do. I mean, it's funny, once you know it's about to end, it just makes you appreciate everything so much more. I've loved the series. I haven't missed a single second of it. I miss Josie so much, I should probably get professional
You're a massive
help.
Josie superfan, aren't you?
I really, really am. I loved her from the moment she stepped in. She's just so brilliant. I was kind of hoping that she would be in the box and jump out. No offence, Carol.
Surprise, Polly.
Hi, let's be best friends.
Right, now you've been obsessed with it since the beginning. Is it true that you blagged your way into Nasty Nick's press conference?
I did. I worked at a fashion magazine at the time that couldn't have had less to do with Big Brother if it tried, but I blagged in, I was right in the front, I asked loads of questions, and all the other journalists were like, it was just another job. I was so furious that he had done this, and how could he get away with it, that I stood up and thought I was Paxman.
But really, when you think back to it
Which, yeah, when I think back to it now, I
You think back to it
cringe.
now, he really didn't do anything
He did
wrong,
nothing.
though.
He
has
actually
this nasty
played the
tag.
game. I mean, the writing of the notes was bad, but that's what you're meant to do. Now I wish we'd had someone like him in the years that followed, who
Yeah.
was being nice to people's faces and nominating
Exactly,
them.
yeah. And he's been so nice now, though. I don't think he can really live up to that nasty Nick.
No, he can't. I think he's gone in there to try and change people's perceptions of him.
Yeah.
But now, you know, I'd rather be nasty Nick than boring Nick.
Exactly. So, of the ultimate housemates, who's your favourite?
I love Makosi. I've loved her since her year.
John, John's not going to be happy about that.
She's just
What a body!
That's also what I liked. I love the way she's just so overdramatic and ridiculous. She can't win. I know that. I'm not. So I think probably I'm loving Brian.
Yeah, Brian's
Chantel.
brilliant, isn't he?
You know,
Chantel's so
it just
lovely.
reminds you of all the things that you loved about them. And I was scared when they went in that they might have become too self-aware and not be what we loved them for in the first place. But brilliantly,
Yeah.
they're completely
Do you
unself-aware.
think there's anyone missing from the lineup?
Oh, I'd love to see Science in there.
Yeah, what happened to Science?
And Ashleen.
Ashleen! We want Ashleen in there!
Get her in there!
And it's quite controversial, Polly, but you're not a big fan of Nadia's, are you?
I will never forgive Nadia for making Josie leave. I think it's dirty tricks, tactics. She knew she was the favourite, so she got her really paranoid,
Right.
so she left. I think it's going to backfire. Because I think Josie
I think
fans...
in a way, though, it is good she's gone because it was a one-horse race and now it's wide open for anyone.
Yeah.
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen. And who do you want to see win?
Brian or Chantel, or just in some mad way, Makosi. But
Anything
no.
could happen.
But
Anything
anything
could happen.
So who knows?
Let's hear it for Polly Hudson.
And now here at BBLB, we would like to stress that gambling is a mug's game and that entering your local bookies is nothing short of flirting with the devil. That said, as we do have Britain's foremost pundit in the building, it would be a waste if we didn't size up some of the Big Brother odds. John McCrook's back, everybody. Right, give me the odds, John. Preston
the
and Chantel
flame
getting
still
back together.
burns, the passion is there, 100 to 30 on. Burlington Bertie, 100 to 30, odds on, they'll get back.
Right, OK. Ulrika to find a next husband in the house.
Nasty Nick, and I think not
Really?
4 by 4, it'll be 5 times 5. 5 by 5.
Right, OK. Sunday paper expose reveals Brian's secret wife and 10 children.
His secret wives, he's got lots
Wives,
of them.
right, OK.
Even money.
Ethan's on that. Nikki Graham to reach a conclusion about the biological basis of consciousness.
Infinity, never. Infinity,
Right, it's not going to happen.
no chance.
And Nadia, who, by the way, is looking lovely at the moment, to win Eurovision.
And marry Graham Norton. That's what obviously going to happen. 1 to 2.
1 to 2. John McCrook, everybody. Thank you very much.
That's almost it for today. Check out the main show this evening at the earlier time of 8 o'clock on Channel 4 and join us tomorrow at 6 on E4 when we'll be chatting to Chris from Hollyoaks, a.k.a. Gerard McCarthy.
Here to play us out with this brand new single, Last One Standing. It's Example!
Let's go. Feel free to nod your heads at home. And it goes, yo, what, yo. Tell the taxi driver, pull up over there. Say what? Sprint down the street and we don't pay the fare. Nah, mate, onto the district line, force open the door. There's loads of C-Tree, but we caught you on the floor. Say what? Last night we both died of death. Just float to no side of left. Jumped out the wrong side of bed. Now another night of wrong lies ahead. To be a kid again, Nancy and Sid again. Need medicine, cut out the middlemen. Run free, only way to get rid of them. Never gonna catch us. We're on the run, and I'm about to lose it. With your fingers, what? She's like a gun, and she ain't afraid to use it. Everybody go wild! Come on, we'll catch our very last train, light our very last flame. So we'll knock it all back and forget our names. 'Cause it's our last night, and it's one last fight. We're the last ones standing. Everybody say yeah! Don't tell the waitress we'll have 2 rum and cokes. What? I saw the bill and then we split when she goes. Out of fire exit wearing some stranger's coat. We'll sing it out till we're sore in the throat. Hands up, each charge play like past the parcel. Build a class with just a couple of rascals who go harder, live faster, fight to the end like Jason's Argonauts. Cause life's a carnival, there's no reason more, it's marginal. Don't care if we're cold and starving, we'll still be laughing when we're on the run, and I'm about to lose it. With your hands, Put your hands. Ha.
She's like a gun, and she ain't afraid to use it.
Where's all the crazy gang?
Come on, we'll catch our very last train, light our very last flames, and we'll knock it all back and forget our names. 'Cause it's our last night, and it's one last fight. We're the last ones. Come on, we'll catch our very last train, light our very last flames, and we'll knock it all back and forget our names. 'Cause it's our last night, and it's one last fight. We're the last ones. The last one standing.
Emotional breakdown.
We're on the run.
Everybody grab hold of the person next to you. We're going up.
Come on, we'll catch our very last train, light our very last flames, and we'll knock it all back and forget our names. 'Cause it's our last night, and it's one last fight. We're the last one.
Last one. Last one.
Come on, we'll catch our very last train, light our very last flames, and we'll knock it all back and forget our names. 'Cause it's our last night, and it's one last fight. We're the last one.
You lot.
The last one standing.
Thank you.